So I go for the settings.
Settings.
Yeah. Here this is the screen. That is the shooter's distance.
Okay, so ours would be 8 feet, which is 4 meters.
No,
3 meters.
1 meter is 3 feet.
1 meter is 3 feet.
Yeah.
So
divide by 50.
But you can do like 0.5.
Yeah.
Hello, guys.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
let's say 3 meters.
Trying to get it to work.
Yeah. And this is the width of the screen.
Okay.
Yeah. So and also in meters.
Okay.
So that is two settings that is important here.
Okay.
We go for setup screen calibration. When I come here, first I go to settings. First time, because here I see what the camera sees.
Right.
So I start up looking here in the purple and the green box, because these are there are two lenses in the camera, and this is what one lens sees, and this is what the other lens sees.
How much light is coming?
Exactly. So you see the surrounding light. So here we can see if there is light that disturbs the system, you would see it here, and there will be high numbers.
More than 20 something.
Yeah. Around 20, that is really good.
Okay.
And as you can see here, we have that flashing light over here. It's flashing in, but it's a LED light, so it doesn't
doesn't
interfere.
affect.
No. But if it would be sunlight, it would interfere. So that is the light value. So that is important. Down here, we have the threshold value that can be set.
70.
Yeah, now we set it to 70. And that is how much light the system needs to trigger a shot. Okay?
So how do we know what that should be?
Yeah, so if the light value would go up, if we have the disturbing light coming in and the light value would rise above 70, then you would have automatic fire in the system.
From light. So
Yeah.
you would lower the threshold.
Or you would higher
The threshold.
Yeah, you see?
Okay.
And now we want to know,
You sure you understand?
so that is the light value is the surrounding light,
Okay.
threshold value, how much light it needs to
trigger the
trigger
shot.
the shot. And we can see it now when I shoot with a pistol screen. You see I get the dot, I see the laser.
Yes.
Yes.
Small.
Yeah. And you see the peak value. That is how much light the last shot was. Okay. So you see when I shoot, I get
Every time.
yeah, it's around 200.
Okay.
So that shot, that value, the peak value, has to be higher than the threshold value. So if you raise the threshold value too high, then it won't work.
Peak the shot.
No. Exactly. And the weapons, they give a different amount of light, so that can be, you might have to adjust the threshold value.
Okay.
And also if the batteries get low,
The weaker light. So,
exactly.
Okay.
So you might have to lower the threshold value or change the batteries.
Okay.
Yep.
And what's the camera exposure?
Camera exposure, this is the maximum value, and normally you can have the maximum value.
500.
Yeah. And it's only if you have trouble with lights, then you might want to get it lower, but normally you don't have to do anything. So what you adjust is the threshold value. So that is first things. We can also test the other gun. You see that is the other color then, so we get the peak values here as well. So that's the first thing I do. I check the light values. I check the weapons that they are working, and I make sure the threshold value is higher than the light value, but the peak value
It's lower than the peak.
Yeah,
Higher than the light, lower than the peak.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next thing I check is that see when I move my gun and I shoot from one side to the other.
Then it's picking up the whole screen.
Yeah, and it's also that it's full of my movements, because here's the camera flip. So if I hit that one, you see it will go the opposite way. You see, and that is if you set the camera upside down or if you turn it.
Okay.
Okay, so you can so you just make sure that the
So if I have the camera mounted on the projector, I want to flip it.
Exactly.
That it's okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you can mount the camera any way you want to.
Okay.
You just change the.
That's fine.
So you just make sure it follows your movement, then it's correct.
Okay.
And the most common issue we have when coming to support, that is that someone has accidentally turned the lenses.
So what position should lenses be?
The dot should look like this. So if you Now I want to check which lens this is, so I shoot. I keep my hand in front. Okay, so now I know this is the lens. Yeah.
So if I
So yeah, you can try. Twist it.
For some reason,
bigger. This is no good.
it's no good.
No good.
Small.
And then you can also see that the peak values gets lower.
Yes.
When it's out of focus. So you want to have it small, and the peak value will be higher. So this is good. So this is how it should look like. Okay.
Okay.
So that is the most common issue that we have. That
It's out of focus.
Yeah, it's out of focus. So those are the things that I test here first.
First.
Yeah. Light values, threshold. I check the weapons that they're working because here you can see. Check the dots, how they look like, and the camera play.
Okay. That's for both cameras, left and right. That's
No, that is actually the same. This is the. I think we missed the text here. This is if you have the camera is actually running on 4:3
Ratio.
Yeah, ratio. Yeah,
Ratio.
yeah. So then I go back and I'm gonna make the calibration. So then we go for
Calibrate.
calibrate instead. So first, aim and fire in the box. Adjust camera if necessary. So what I do is I aim in the box with the weapon, the fire, and the dot is in the box. If it's not in the box, then I have to adjust the camera.
Okay.
So this is easiest done is with one person just standing and shooting, and the other one just adjusting the camera until it's in the box. It doesn't have to be
until it's what? What do you? How do you adjust the camera?
That it's not off.
Just physically, by moving the camera.
That it's not off.
Just make sure that camera is straight, pointing straight
Right.
to the
If
center.
you're pointing to the box and the dot's coming up over there, that means that it's not lining up.
Exactly. So the dot has to be perfectly aligned where you aim. As long as it's within the box, it's okay. Yeah, that's good enough. Then you go for to shoot with two separate weapons.
Okay.
And so it's fire first, weapon at markers. So aim and fire her. I just follow the instructions. I do this with the rifle because I have better precision with the rifle. So I do is now it's fire second weapon, so the other weapon. Use it aim. Now you can test the shoot. You will have a across where you aim. If you aim, across should be where you shoot it.
You can't see it.
Yeah. Otherwise you do it over again. And now you're ready. So then you go
Is this your red dot scope? You guys made this yourselves? Or you bought it? Regular,
yeah, we bought it, yeah.
regular red dot.
Yeah.
Our gun has a rail?
I think you have an open sight, but I can send you a rail for it if you want to have a scope.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Sick.
Thank you. Okay, so what?
And now we're ready. Now we made the calibration.
That's it.
Would you explain your problems?
I think our first problem was the projector.
Yeah.
Yes. I think we purchased the
Hold on. How do you play? Start play from here. Which one?
Go Play, right?
Do play.
Sports. Push which one